Hi, I'm Cody.
And I'm Katie.
We live in Alameda, California, in a Victorian house built in 1892.
My family has been in this house for 4 generations, and we wanted to show you what exists prior to our restoration.
That's probably about as good as we're gonna get.
Okay.
Welcome to the Heater Stairs.
Also known as the living floor.
First up is the parlor. Right off the foyer, we turn left into the parlor, which exhibits a lot of our original features of the house, including tall ceilings, lath and plaster walls, skinny double-hung windows, and a trim around our tall vaulted ceilings.
Although the trim may not be original, it does lend back to the Victorian aesthetic, as well as these double-hung windows, which unfortunately are not original. They are an aluminum single-pane window. It doesn't lend itself to great insulative properties, much like our empty lath and plaster walls.
This room is a bit of a catch-all right now, but will one day really shine again with its original oak wood floors that it shares with 2 other rooms in the house.
This wall that we're looking at right now is a bit thicker in depth. We believe that there is a pocket door behind here. We've actually visited a couple of other houses with the same floor plan that also have a pocket door behind. So once we remove the plaster, we'll see. Moving into the dining room, which is another one of the grander rooms of the house. We can see that there's original oak floor with the lath and plaster walls. And swinging towards what is the original chimney behind the brick veneer and the wood burning stove. We're looking at an original stained glass window. And looking back towards the foyer, where we also believe there is another original stained glass window to the house.
Moving into the first of our bedrooms, which will eventually become our sitting room. You can see this is one of the rooms with the original oak floors, tall ceilings, a bit of a charming wallpaper. This is the wall that we hope the pocket door is currently sitting behind. This wall here, which currently has one of our traditional door frames, will be opened up a bit wider for more access. We do enjoy our steamer trunks and semi-period appropriate decorations. More of our tall double-hung windows that let the breeze through. A non-original stained glass window that Katie wants to get rid of. In true Victorian fashion, we have an abundance of doors. The one on the right, of course, goes back out to the dining room, and we have one that goes to a Jack and Jill bathroom and closet. Our tall ceilings here have that same matching trim. This room is also where some of the only evident cracking in the house can be found, up near the ceiling, mostly due to our cantilevered bathroom.
Heading into the main bathroom, or the Jack and Jill bathroom, which is actually one of my favorite rooms in the house. You can see the cantilevered bathtub over here, which is actually causing the cracking in the adjacent bedroom. We're looking forward to some updated electrical. As you can see, this vanity has burned out its fair share of light bulbs. Moving over here, To the other side, you can see a small linen closet right next to the edge of the bathtub. What makes this my favorite room is the wood details and the nautical charts that are on the walls that were repurposed for wallpaper to decorate this room. Probably one of my favorite elements that my grandfather implemented into the house.
Moving along into the kitchen, it's one of the more unique rooms of the house. It's home to some of our iconic decorations, like this Bushmills framed glass. Also some of the best wallpaper, maybe a little dated, but kind of charming. It also has drop ceilings, the only drop ceilings in the house. A brick facade on the back of our enclosed chimney. And over the sink, the family crest. We have traditional framed doors like the rest of the house, but this room has some of the only ones with a flower motif on it. The drop ceilings really add to a cramped feeling in the kitchen, unfortunately. Compounded by its layout, the stove and oven against the wall, opposite the sink, making kind of a galley formation with limited cabinet space. A large box window that will unfortunately go away, and our breakfast nook. Our breakfast nook is a charming, small space that unfortunately has to go. Our kitchen layout will eventually expand into the space, butting against the new staircase to be installed. The current staircase, the only staircase, is exterior to the house. We have a compact corner cabinet overfull with teacups and teapots. The whole room is paneled with this beautiful knotty pine wood, unique to two rooms of the house. It spent its time as a breakfast nook with a small table and chair set, and is currently a catch-all storage area during this time. All this beautiful knotty pine we'll try to keep in as good a condition as possible when removing it. Although it doesn't match our aesthetic dream of our house, we would like to keep it for a future project or maybe an accent.
Up next, we've got bedroom number 2, which is also off of the kitchen. We've got the original lath and plaster walls, the double hung windows, and the very high ceilings with the chandelier. We will not be keeping this room as is. This will eventually become our bathroom and closet off of the master suite. We have parquet floors, which are not original to the house, but will be removed for that upcoming change. And as we turn around here, you'll see again the abundance of doors that are in this house. We've got the kitchen and the closet door, and also the Jack and Jill bathroom door. Heading into what we call the spare room, or the third bedroom. This was an addition that was built by my great-great-uncle and my great-grandfather, and was also my father's childhood bedroom. This was probably built in the early 30s, and legend has it, there's still a whiskey bottle in the wall. This will not stay. This will actually be torn down and rebuilt to be our master bedroom. But what still exists right now is a very tiny bathroom, probably the size of an airplane closet, with a small sink, a toilet, and a shower. This has done the job for family and friends that have visited, but it's gotta go. Some more of the knotty pine that you saw in the kitchen has been applied to this bedroom. we actually took a little bit off of the wall just to see if some of the original siding to the house is still there. This is actually an original wall existing, and this room might have been, a back patio. Some of the siding has been removed in order to accommodate for the electrical for this bedroom.
The back hallway space between the kitchen and the spare room is also the only access point for the attic, which is completely unfinished, terrifying, and dangerous. The entire downstairs of the house fills the same footprint as the upstairs level. As we enter here in the back, this is the bottom of the spare room, where you can see some of the original house siding. This was once used as an apartment, if you can believe people actually lived here. What we have now is a patchwork of different floor materials, siding, and things left behind by the generations.
As we move into this spot, above is what you would see as bedroom number 2, bedroom number 1, and the parlor. And we've got some twinkle lights in here as some of the garage fixtures have gone in and out while we've been emptying out this space. That garage door will be removed as part of the restoration to put in what it looked like before with 2 windows. As we move into this space, we're below the dining room, the foyer, the front porch, and the underside of the stairs. This is where my grandfather held on to the gingerbreading that was originally on the house and had been preserved. We plan on recreating that or using what remains in order to put back on the house.
This half of the downstairs will be our utilitarian half, with our utility room, our laundry room, a bathroom, and my dark room. Here you can see the bottom of our chimney enclosed in some plywood, and our gas furnace, the only working heating element in the house. This chimney will have to be removed. As you can see, it is crumbling and in an unsafe condition. We won't be able to replace it, but we'll be using gas and electric inserts instead.
Ironically, in this area, you can see some of our newer appliances, a tankless water heater, a dryer, and a washing machine. These utilities will be staying in place during the restoration, unlike this lovely vacuum system.
This gives you an idea of the space we have to work with during our renovation process, which will take us, I really don't want to think about how long.